Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you for tuning in. Um, if you're new to this channel, and this channel is very new, it's a little bit over 24 hours old, so thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe if you're new. You probably are new. Hit the like button, do all that support stuff. It's greatly appreciated, any support you can give me. Anyway, let's crack on with the video. Now, there seems to be a narrative going around amongst boxing fans, a lot of boxing fans, and quite a few YouTube boxing commentators, that Anthony Joshua should not accept the rematch with Okeksandr Usyk because he'll probably get beaten again. What he should do is turn down the rematch, possibly hire a new head trainer. That's another view. I did another video on that, but really take a step back because his career has been so high paced. He won the title, original title, the IBF title against Charles Martin. He made loads of defenses. He's gone on this great long run against very high quality opponents. He's lost, he's won, come back and won. It's time for him to take a step back and learn the trade at a slower pace and shore up all those flaws that he has in his game. And he does have flaws in his game, obviously. But his whole career has been very, very fast paced. I understand this logic and I sort of agree with a lot of it, but I don't agree that Joshua should not take the rematch. And let me explain why. I think if Joshua takes the rematch, he will probably lose. I think Okeksandr Usyk will probably beat him again. But if Joshua puts on a good performance, a better performance than the first fight, where he was pretty much outclassed, I actually had it 8-4 in rounds to Usyk. Some people had it 9-3. I know a few people had it 10-2. Whatever, maybe I was being generous to Joshua. I watched it live and I scored it, and I had it 8-4. Maybe if I watched it again, I'd score it 9-3 or whatever. But whatever you think the score was, he lost. And he lost convincingly to a very brilliant fighter. I thought Usyk was absolutely majestic. Brilliant performance. However, if Joshua fights him again, and let's say, for example, he loses on points again, but he does better than he did in the first fight, that will actually increase his confidence. That will actually, in a sense, raise his stock. Now, apart from the fact that he's a very, very popular guy who can sell out stadiums, the pressure, if he lost a second fight but did better, would be off him. Because people will say, well, he lost twice to Usyk. Okay, he's got your number. But you know what? He did okay. Usyk's brilliant. Yeah, okay, you lost twice. But maybe people would start to appreciate what Joshua has achieved more than they do now, because a lot of people talk a lot of nonsense about him. He's achieved a hell of a lot. Having lost twice to Usyk, he can say, well, okay, it's time to rebuild now. So he'll go away having had that 24 rounds of experience against an elite champion, and he'll be able to work on the flaws that he has. He'll be able to learn new techniques. He'll be more receptive to it. It might even give him a bit of a different perspective with replacing Robert McCracken, or perhaps bringing in someone else, and McCracken becomes a backseat sort of guy. Again, I did another video on that subject. I don't want to repeat myself, but I just feel that the pressure would be off AJ, and that another 12 rounds against Usyk, if he does well, will actually increase his confidence. Now, there's a little caveat to this, of course, because it's possible AJ might do worse the second time round. He might get knocked out. He might get knocked out early. I don't know. But I don't think that's particularly likely. I know that rematches traditionally, the guy who won the first fight a lot of the time wins the second fight easier, but I don't think that need be the case. I just feel that if AJ can put up a good performance in the second fight, he can go away and have those 4 or 5, learning fights, learn new techniques, try them out with over a period of maybe 18 months, 2 years. And because of his name, because that you're going to get a big fat payday if you fight AJ, he'll get opportunities in the future. If he doesn't take the second fight, that could create a further crack in his confidence. I don't think he's ever really recovered from the first Andy Ruiz fight. He seems stuck between styles, and I want to see the old AJ, the one that went straight at Kevin Johnson and was blowing people away and chinned Charles Martin and all that. He seems stuck between styles, certainly, but I just think that if he was to do better in the second fight, have these learning fights, try out some new ideas, he'll always get opportunities. And maybe in 2 years' time, he can come back, not as the favourite, but as the underdog, fight whoever's in charge. It might be Usyk, could be Fury, it doesn't matter who it is. Could be, for all we know, it could be Otto Wallin. Can you imagine that? Otto Wallin as undisputed champ. Have odder things happened in boxing? Probably, but not many. So I actually think that, I'm repeating myself here, but I actually think that taking the second fight would be a pretty good option. A calculated gamble, but one that might be worth the gamble. And it's not something I'm hearing a lot of people saying. I think most people say, no, he shouldn't take the second fight on. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. If you think I'm right, fine. If you think I'm wrong, I can accept that. The whole point of this channel is to connect with other boxing fans. So as long as you're respectful, I don't care what you write. You can agree or disagree. But thank you very much for tuning in. As you can see, it's nearly bedtime. Time for my beauty sleep. Some would say it's much needed. Unkind people. But you have a great weekend, and I'll catch you soon. And what have we got tomorrow? We've got we got Fowler and Smith tomorrow. I might do a video on that one as well. But enjoy the fights, enjoy your weekend, and peace.